In this video, I'm going to take a look at a bunch of altcoins and just look at the TA. I think the time is nearing ripeness where it looks like it really is possible that altcoins are going to run. And so I just want to take a quick look at a whole bunch of coins and see what personally I would like or invest in or whatnot. So I default just randomly clicked on TFUEL. I actually haven't done TA on this chart in a very long time. So let's see where this takes us. I already have a, oh yeah, I already have Fibonacci pull there. All right, so we got Fibonacci pull here. Look, so I always personally believe that you should buy at support. And we're pretty much at support. You can see we've kind of hanged around here this low, and it just seems like a good play now that we're kind of at lows. Personally, like, you'd never want to buy up here at resistance. Obviously, if it comes up and back tests it and goes up even higher, then sure, you can buy. But in general, you just don't want to mess with that. That's my personal opinion, but it's just not wise to. It's something that I learned through a group I was in for some time, and yeah, so it's interesting seeing that this held pretty well. You can see that this Fibonacci speed fan, it hit it again, fell down to the bottom of the speed fan, went back up a little bit, and then we have a pitchfork being pulled. Looks like that held decently well, held right here decently well. I would guess, if I could take a guess, you know, maybe we do something like this. I don't know, come all the way down here, test this Fibonacci speed thing, and go all the way up to the channel, or maybe blow past it. I don't know. But anyway, if I were to do this and I wanted to play really safe, maybe I would open a spot position starting at like 23 cents. You know, and when you're doing spot, there's really no need to do a risk versus reward thing. I think, like, if you're a newer trader, I found that actually I do really bad at leverage trading because I'm not skilled enough yet, but when it comes to spot trading, I do very well. Personally, I would just set an alarm for something like if it ever hits here. I would just set an alarm. Just like that. And then if it ever triggers, I'll just buy spot. Right here, if you really like TFUEL, is a good time to buy as well. I really do believe it's at a decent time to buy. We've obviously been operating in this channel, by the way. And this volume I haven't updated since September 13th. So it's been a long time. We have a lot of naked points of controls. I'm not using my mouse because my mic is plugged into the Apple's Lightning USB thing. So anyway, we have 3 naked points of controls. Looks like that's great. I'm going to turn it back to weekly really quick. And I'm going to extend this because this has not been updated in so long. I don't know what that is. So our massive volume is around this area. Anyway, personally, I think that is in a good place. Cardano has been in a very long downtrend since like September. Sadly, I noticed strong bearish RSI divergences, and I did sell at $3, but I very stupidly, and this was something that I learned quite from this experience, is I bought back too quickly. I bought back within days, and it just really goes to show, like, when something's having strong RSI divergences, bearish divergences, like, for one, a lot of people don't like trusting the RSI. I personally like it as another level of confluence, but I really should have just sold and just held on to that money as USD and then rebought back here for like 50% more. you can see that we're kind of squeezing in price, and some people might say it's a bearish flag, but just knowing the context of where we're at, which is we're pretty much in a bull run right now, and I think there's going to be a massive explosion when it comes to how this bull run does. So I do see it as a possibility that we come down to $1.73. It's so possible because it sounds to me like people are starting to open up a lot of leverage positions. And so I totally see it as possible. We've been coming. You know what? I just realized something. What if excuse the lag. Just say it goes from here to here. I gotta see where this goes. Let's see. It lags. Okay, this is a little bit longer than it should be, so it should be shorter. Yeah, so let me try that one more time. Personally, if you're a Cardano fan, I think it's already time to buy Cardano. You can see that we have the CC retracement and also a very strong, I believe this is a monthly level. Let's check. But I think this is a monthly level. I changed my background to black instead of white, and so all of the text ended up changing as well. Yeah, so that's a monthly. So we have a very strong level of confluence. Whether this isn't a bearish flag just because it's been so long in consolidation. And so it's been going on for a very long time, but we definitely are squeezing in price, and it could totally come down to this monthly level. There's no issues with that. If it does, I would say that this is a really good place to start buying is when it hits like 1.84. That's assuming that it hits that low. It looks like the main point of control is at $2.10, and we've already hit that. So it's possible we just shoot up from here, but who knows? A lot of naked points of control up, but none down. Usually you would want to see price from crypto standpoint. It usually does at some point come and hit the CC, but anyway, if you wanted, like I would say, I would imagine that one would dollar cost average at this point, and then they would buy up to around here. Just for the record, this is all paper trading. I am not sharing any financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. I like to see really big numbers on paper trading, which is just fake trading. But I would never use real money. So take this all as for fun, entertainment purpose only. Now, DOT. Yeah, just looking at this, like the parachain auctions have already come about. That's so interesting. I had a target marked out for DOT, and we pretty much tapped it before we came down. I definitely wouldn't be buying even now. Like from my experience, yes, it tapped it and it's gone down, and you could be like, hey, we've been down since October 16th, but just like with Cardano, right? Like this thing just kept dropping. It didn't stop. You know what I mean? Like it started here since September 2nd, so it's been like 45 days of dropping. And you might have bought here, and it's like, no, like you should just wait longer. So in Dot's case, it's the same thing. Like we don't know what's gonna happen, but to me, this has already hit a level that I really wanted it to hit. Sadly, I did sell out of my Dot. Actually, I wanted it to hit this pitchfork, which it did not. But still, it's an area marked out. I'm pretty sure I did Fibonacci pulls as well when it comes to the trend Fibonacci and etc. but I have no idea on DOT. Like, I would just imagine it would come down. Parachain auctions were huge news. Like, in this type of scenario, right? Like, I know it's easy to just FOMO in and buy and be like, oh, you know, there's a red candle. No, like, you're waiting for some big ass red candle like this before you buy in your paper trading account. We did have a naked pony control that wasn't hit. It was missed barely, and then a really strong monthly level that just wasn't even touched at all. But yeah, you know, like maybe you expect it to come down back to the CC right here. This was taken from this high to this low, I believe. But yeah, I have no comment on DOT. I personally like the only purpose is for the parachain auctions. If you were doing it for that sake. EOS to me is a shitcoin. I personally would not buy this other than for the sake of like trying to make money. But yeah, I have no comment on this. I like to invest in fundamentally strong coins, so I wouldn't even touch that to begin with. Let's see with MATIC. MATIC, I'm pretty sure this probably hit the CC if anything. If you enjoy TA videos, please talk in the comments just so I know. Like, I only spent, you know, I spent a few months learning like from all different sources, but then I started learning from a certain group, and I will be rejoining that group at some point. But right now, IDOs and other stuff in crypto is so good, but they're a legit TA group. But they taught me quite a lot in 3 months, and I spent all my time learning there. But I need to know like if people actually care about TA videos, and understanding markets in general and when to buy. I can say that this has really helped me to be able to make my spot trades really well. I still fail at leverage trading unless I do it very, very, very low leverage and I just buy at like support. Like that's what I found works for me is if I don't mess around too much and I just whenever I see that price is truly at a good time, I buy spot or very low leverage. You can see here we bounced off this daily and then we came back down and we bounced again. We did hit this naked point of control with this big move up. It's very nice. There's a naked point of control right here with this red line. So no idea what will happen there, but personally, again, like I don't like things that have just pumped this big and this isn't even too strong of a retracement. It could very much just pump from there. But to me, seeing this candle like that is not a good thing. Isn't that interesting though? Like these lines were drawn a long time ago, and the fact that it touched this daily and it pretty much bounced off this daily. There's a point of control right here and a point of control right here. Like maybe we come all the way down to this point of control and then we go up from there. But I have no comment on MATIC right now. Personally, if I really wanted in MATIC, I wouldn't do anything. I'm already in it. I do expect it to go here. I don't know how long ago I drew this, but I can see that a monthly is right here and the CC, this 2 red line, is up there as well. So I would very much expect it to go up to this area somewhere around here, especially in the bull run. We may blow past it. I think I'm really going to get blown away by how this bull run is going to take action. But for now, you know, you just see what happens with the TA. And, you know, what's interesting is that a lot of times I look back and I see the past history on the bull run and I go, wow, like these things went 10x. But the reality is they still followed basic TA. When you look at the day by day, they still hit certain levels like this, come back down, and then maybe like the next day candle that prints shoots the next week, shoots up from there, right? Axie was an interesting one. I sold at $120 actually my entire bag. It's like double profits. I've been trying to practice Fibonacci time. I still suck at it, but and then we went as high as, you know, 150 something dollars, and it's such a good lesson because it's like a lot of times you want to be like, hey, like it's gonna keep going up, and then you buy back in at 150 and you get screwed. What I've learned is, you know, I sold at 120. That was a target that I had, and we did come down. You see, we touched it and we came back down, and we ended up pumping more. This was not done pumping, but it's easy to sell at 120 and go, oh my god, it's 130, oh my god, it's 140, oh my god, it's 150, and then you buy back in, and then it just goes downhill from there. So what I've learned is simply like, if I sell at 120, if I wanted to go back in, right, I would be like, okay, this seems like an okay area right here where there's negative points control. This is probably old data now. Oh yeah, we just blew past those. But I would be like, you know what? I would buy at X. I would chart out where I want to buy, and if it doesn't hit that, then it doesn't hit it. And you'll notice that specifically with Axie, I had targets set right here for a long, and it just never hit. So I wasn't able to ever buy. I had to buy more, but I had a monthly negative point of control right here. And so this was planned a long time ago. It just never hit. Thankfully I did already have tokens that I bought from Axie that had been holding. And so yeah. Anyway, with Axie, it's in no man's land. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Even if I were to do some basic TA on it, like I still don't think I would know. I'd have to go into the low time frames, and even though like I feel like I'm okay at low time frames, like it doesn't give you the big picture of what's gonna happen next. So personally, like I just wouldn't do it. So Luna's a coin I really love. It's a coin that I'm super bullish on, and yeah. So obviously we're in this weekly range, you could say. At the bottom of the weekly range, at the top, kind of here. I mean, if I was to buy this, I'd probably just dollar cost average from $36 all the way to $32.9. Best case scenario, if we come down to the $25 range, this would be a really great place to buy. If you could get lucky and really snipe some buys here, I'd recommend it just because for your paper trading account. Because Luna is just such a strong coin fundamentally, where it'd be like if I were to do this right and I had $100 to invest in a paper trading account, I'd put $20 here, maybe $30 here, and then $50 here. And if this $50 isn't used, it's no problem, right? Or maybe I do like 25 here and 25 here, but that's if it even goes that low. Like nobody knows what will happen. Oh my god token is one of the, like, to me it's one of my legendary plays because I basically had this token for a very long time. Like we're talking about way back in like May or something, and I wrote it all the way down and I did TA on it, and I had mapped out that it would come here using a whole bunch of confluences from the Fibonacci trend lines to speed fan to pitchfork, and I was like, all right, this is what, and there's a strong weekly level too, which is nuts. A very strong weekly level from this back old time, right? And so I sold the majority. I sold all my bag here. This was another lesson for me where I rebought at like 16, and I'm like, why did I do that? You know, like why didn't I have the patience to just hold it in US dollars and wait longer? And if this ends up as the candle that it is on the monthly and we print that, you can expect this to come down for sure. But thankfully I only use my profits to reinvest in this coin at a lower point, right? So if you were a hodler, like you would have been out by a lot. And while I do believe that one should have the mindset of a long-term investment, I don't think it's wise to watch something shoot up to a very strong level of resistance and not sell. And so what I'm learning is to just be like, hey, like let's just sell here and then watch it come down. I'm gonna look at one more coin, or maybe three more. But Avalanche, I personally really like Avalanche. I hold it. It's been coming down for quite some time now, and if I were to buy it, I would buy it here at the CC with this. This is probably a point of control, I'm guessing. We've already tapped it though, so who knows? But if it were to come down lower, maybe I would buy. Let's see, where is this? Maybe I'd buy around 43 if it ever comes down that low. I doubt it will, but if we experience some kind of like really strong move to the downside with Bitcoin about this ETF news, maybe we come down and we test these previous highs even, or maybe we don't, and maybe we just tap this 43 and go up. But I would just dollar cost average in if I really liked AVAX. If you really like AVAX, you can, on your paper trading account, dollar cost in starting here, buy more at this CC at like 50, and then buy more at like 45, and then buy more at 43. So thankfully this TA is already done because this mouse is on my MacBook tracker and it's just really hard to use. Again, guys, please subscribe to the channel and please do comment and tell me if you really like these or not. I do videos on IDOs. That's going to be my focus, but I will mix in things like NFTs and Gods Unchained and TA if you guys like it. This was a target that never got hit. But Solana, like, I don't know what's going on with this. This could very much be a bull flag. And it could just way up. And Solana is a very strong coin fundamentally, so I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not going to do extra TA on this, but yeah, actually, you know what? I'll do a few things. It's just, where's my speed fan? All right, let's see if I can accurately do this. It's nice. So one would imagine, oh, look at that, hit the CC, bounced. One would guess that maybe we come down and touch this bottom of the speed fan. I don't know. It's so interesting to see how we basically tapped on this. Let's see if it still stays that way if we move this right here. I think though the bottom of this is messed up too now, but all right, well, this is accurate for the daily level. We've touched it, almost, touched it. Oh, I think that's what this previous one already is. It's funny, we pretty much came and touched this CC. We didn't come back down. We're playing on this speed fan. Personally, look, like if you're bullish on Solana, this very much could be a bullish flag. I have no idea. But I already own Solana anyway. So funnily enough, I bought Litecoin at $400, which is pretty much the peak. Sadly, I told the family to buy Litecoin as well, like a true dummy. And they bought it, so kind of screwed them over. And I spent like quite a lot of money, $6,000 something buying Litecoin at $400. So I've been down a long time. Personally, I don't like this coin anymore. It's not something that interests me. I've really changed as a crypto investor, and I've really changed as how I trade as well. Wow, this thing has been a monster. It's been a monster. Yeah, I don't even know about Phantom. I don't know if I'd touch it. Anyway, I hope this really helps, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe to the channel, and again, feel free to comment and let me know if you like me doing TA videos or not.